Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Monday night show where we bring you everything there is to know about the town built by Disney, Celebration, Florida. We're all about bringing you everything good within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle with regard to current events, updates, the real estate market. But here on Monday nights, we bring to you
information on celebration.
Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, normally sits in for the Monday show, but she had some other things to attend to. And so you've got me, Elijah Lewis. They call me the Prince of Real Estate here on Near Disney. So, yeah, let's just get acquainted with some cool stuff about Celebration, Florida. And if you are from Celebration, let us know what you think of the town. Let us know where you're watching from. We always appreciate you guys' feedback. So one thing that we're going to jump into is just kind of the lineup of some cool events that have been announced. Because as you know, we're kind of coming into the hold on a second. Trying to here we go. We're coming into the Easter season. And I am literally the son of a minister, and I still don't fully understand why Easter always takes place on different days. Like now it's in late April. Just mark your calendars. Easter is April 20th for Easter Sunday. Sometimes it's in March. Don't ask me. I'm the guy who should know, but I don't. But I'll let you know what Celebration Florida is doing to be festive. They got the Spring Fling Egg Hunt. That's Saturday, April 19th, 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're doing it a day early, just kind of be respectful of everybody's Sunday morning schedule. And what they've got is a very smart accommodation for differing talents for the young ones so that they can kind of level the playing field. So they're separating the times for the egg hunts that happen by age. So 9:30 people are welcome in to get in, but then 0 to 24-month-year-olds will start at 10 a.m. and that's kind of the cutest one to watch, with the tiny ones just looking for the eggs and putting them up, put them in the basket. Then a little bit more acuity comes in with the 2 to 4-year-olds at 10:15, so there's not too much of a break between the segments. 5 to 7-year-olds 10:45. And then 8 to 10-year-olds, that's the real merciless free for all as well. No, the ones who are shoving each other aside to get those eggs. I'm sure it's all good fun. So yeah, that's a fun way to do Saturday, April 19th in Celebration. And this is going to be taking place at Celebration Community Field Complex. And so that's 319 Campus Street, just so that you're aware. And you're probably a good idea to bring your Celebration ID card, because it is something that they're putting on for us in the community. And then also to that, Kids Night Out, party with your peeps. Let us know in the comments or the chat where you stand on peeps. Are they edible? Are they trash? Are they your guilty pleasure favorites? And what's the best color you're grabbing for? April 25th on that one. So after Easter, Heritage Hall, that's 951 Spring Park Street, 6 to 9 p.m. And that's just a fun little youth event for 6 to 12-year-olds for something to do. $45 per child, and to bring an extra sibling, you get a little bit of a discount at $30. So yeah, one more cool thing that's just for Celebration residents. Get the kids together. It's just always cool to have just some reason to let everyone have a chance to hang out, maybe just not only in a school setting. And then Aloha to Summer. Mark your calendars for May, still in the spring season, at the Lakeside Park, Great Lawn, 6 to 9 p.m. They're going to have a luau and be immersed in live music and some of those fun Hawaiian dances from the South Pacific. And thrilling Samoan fire knife performance. Is that like where they put the the whole like flaming? I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know. Maybe that's fire eating something different. But either way, pyrotechnics at Celebration Florida. Be there, be square. So that's just some of the community events going on. But another thing that I wanted to talk to you about was just ask you, have you had a chance to check out the new uh, Inn at Celebration? It's what they changed the Bohemian Hotel or Celebration Hotel, whatever you've known it about. They've totally redesigned it. It was even in Celebration Business Journal, did a whole showcase of it. We did a showcase of it ourselves, actually. I was just dining in there the other night at the Lakeside Kitchen and Bar, where they totally revamped that space for outside sitting to actually emphasize that lakeside advantage. So much beautiful scenery that just looks at the greenery and the water for our downtown space, and excellent menu. I had a great cup of French onion soup and a charcuterie board. So very nice dining, and I didn't have too much trouble with the price either. So we got in there, interviewed the management, had a good experience, dining experience, and so we just want to throw that over to you, give you a peek of, in case you haven't checked it out for yourself yet.
Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, and I'm very honored. I'm here with my friend Saley, and she is in charge of operations at the new Inn at Celebration. And when I say new, it means it's newly renovated, beautifully renovated, and it's under new ownership. You want to tell us a little bit about what's going on at this great spot?
So it's been a month already from our grand opening, and we're so excited to welcome you back. Of course, you were here.
It was an amazing grand opening. I think you did an exceptional job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We worked so hard. Renovation took a little bit longer than expected, but we're finally here, right? We became what you see today, which is an amazingly new and renovated property.
Yes. And you know, the people that live in the town of Disney really have treated this like the mansion of Celebration, because it is right in the heart of downtown Celebration. So this mansion is available. Your company comes in, right? You want to tell us the rest of the story?
Yes, so it was a wonderful opportunity for Vision Hospitality Group and Mitch Patel, our founder and CEO, to kind of find this hidden gem, right? That was sitting here at the town that Disney built. I want you to picture it this way, kind of, this back in the days used to be the town's mansion, and it became all of a sudden the town's inn, and that's the reason behind the name, the Inn at Celebration.
Well, I definitely get that vibe, because I almost feel like when you're walking in, you have these really great doormen that are greeting you, and your team is fabulous, but you feel like you're walking into a living room and maybe a library. Yeah, right?
Absolutely, and that is exactly what we were looking for. When you come in, you're welcome into your home. You just happen to have a library, which you can actually pick any book from our library and borrow it and enjoy some good reading in your living room.
Yes, kind of like Beauty and the Beast, where you're able to have your own library. And then, of course, you have really wonderful food and beverage, and you have a bar that's open until what time?
10, and Fridays and Saturdays until 11.
Yes, yes. And, don't forget special events too, because everything from like Easter brunches to, the 4th of July, when this town has fireworks, they are Disney. Yes. Oh, we celebrate. We celebrate, Saley. Yes, we do. And so it's kind of a cool thing but you have to book now.
Yeah.
You got to book now. Maybe get one of the hotel rooms that are facing the lake. And if not, if you're not fortunate enough to be able to book that before they sell out, it's a good idea to go ahead and book a room here or come to the bar here and then be able to be in this community where you've got some air conditioning too, walk outside, see the fireworks, and then get a nice bite to eat and be at the end.
Yes.
So Marriott, a lot of my friends that are in that program, they're going to be super pleased with what you've done. I enjoy going to the Marriott hotels as well, but yours in particular, I think it's just fresh, and it does feel like it was a mansion that's now been renovated into an inn so that we all get to enjoy this really incredible place.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when you see even the carpets, I close my eyes, and when I open them, I see the ripple of the lake. So we're bringing the lake in, we're bringing the town in, and we're making it your home.
Yes, I get that feeling. So what's the best number for people to call if they want to make a reservation at the hotel?
407-566-6000, and you'll be able to reach us at the front desk or the sales department or reservations.
And approximately how many hotel rooms do you have here?
115.
115. So you have to be quick. You got to book it now. And then remember, right outside of the Inn at Celebration, check out our Near Disney YouTube channel video on Celebration, because you're going to see that this is a hubbub of beautiful restaurants and bars and coffee shops, and there's some really wonderful retail. And you will also see the story of Walt Disney, and it was Walt Disney's idea, because Epcot Center stood for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, which never really happened in the sense that people lived there, right?
Yes,
And so Michael Eisner came in as the CEO and said, what were the ideas that Walt wanted to create that never came to reality? And that's how Celebration came about. Yeah. So now we're very blessed that we have you here. You're a wonderful spokesperson for your company in particular, too. And we're very grateful. We will make sure that we promote. Matter of fact, one of my clients that's coming in from California is going to be staying here tonight as I show them property around Central Florida. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Well, thank you so much for being here again, and thank you for showcasing our hotel. I will certainly look forward to your next visit.
Wonderful. Okay. If you guys have any questions, you see my number below as well, but you can't go wrong when you stay at the Inn at Celebration. Make sure that you subscribe.
All right, that is a cool showcase of that special renovated part of our town. It's just such an anchor in our identity. A lot of people, it's their first experience, their first entrance into the downtown lifestyle and all the shops and restaurants. And if you ever want to know even more about that, oh, I have to delete this video. More about that, you can just check out the rest of our YouTube channel. We've done a video of 32 restaurants in and around Celebration, Florida, where to eat. They're just brimming with options. And yes, that Lakeside Kitchen and Bar is a fantastic choice as well. And so, speaking of living and real estate, as Kim was saying, we've helped some people just recently get in who were staying at that hotel and fell in love with the town and already got under contract on something. So let's see what the real estate market is looking like all of a sudden. We always love to give you that weekly snapshot on this show. So I'm going to pull that up. Basically, the spring market is alive. There are 24 points of action in Celebration, Florida, and there are 9 new actives in the last 7 days, 7 newly pended homes, congratulations, and then 8 solds, the ones that finally got to the closing date and finished it off. So, hey, super big congratulations, because nothing's over till it's over when you cross the finish line. And what you see here is that sometimes when we do this, you find that there's kind of like single digits there. Now we're suddenly creeping up on 30 new activities in the week. And so the spring market's kind of healthy. And I like to see this healthy market as in there's sort of a balance that we're seeing here. It's kind of like similar number of actives, similar number of pendings, similar number of solds that you're seeing. Because if we just saw all green here, it might show that like, okay, a lot of things coming up, but nothing's selling, or nothing's pending. So I think we're kind of in a healthy, balanced market. But we always love to give a shout out to some of the listings here. We've got a wide spread. So the budget economic price point, the most economic price that's come on the market, is a condo, 611 Campus Street here. That's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for $290. So you can get into Celebration for under $300. That's great. We'll give our congratulations to Thomas Belsky on this listing. Appreciate you, the chance we get to work with you. And then, of course, the most high-priced, high luxury end home, single-family home in the New Island Village. So there is new construction in Celebration as well. This was built in 2024, and it's come on the market for $1,799,000. So just shy of the 1.8, but you are getting 7 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. This just came on the market, and that's 5,236 square feet. Joni Coulter, congratulations on this listing. And then as for what has pended, congratulations on 1065 Nash Drive. Got something's pended for that same price point, 1.8. And of course, one of our listings pended this week. happy to report we served our people well for 1008 Sand Lace Court in the beautiful East Village area of Celebration, single family home living, and that was at 860,000 is the list price. We'll what it gets there when it's sold. As for the most expensive home, high end that actually made it to the closing, congratulations on 805 Veranda Place, 3,345 square feet, 4-bedroom home, and that good on you, Laurentio Stanica. Absolutely. So that's your little bit of a market snapshot. It's a good time if you've been thinking about it. Suddenly, there's more inventory, or there's more buyers who are circulating. Fun stuff's happening with the Florida lifestyle. Like you might have just seen the exotic car show that just happened over the weekend. Let us know in the chat if you had a chance to experience that. We actually went in and got some footage there ourselves. We're going to show you some of the highlights, some of the coolest cars, the expensive cars, the movie cars that were there. That's just part of the fun of being able to enjoy our downtown as a way of life. So yeah, if you're looking, there's more homes to find. If you want to sell, there's more people who are coming to Florida right now and looking, trying to get settled before the summer, and of course always before the next school season starts. So yeah, that's why we put our numbers here. This is how you reach me. As I like to say, the chat section goes on forever. Even after the stream has ended, you can always be in touch with me. I am on call for you. And with that, I think we ran over some good stuff, and I'll just throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to give us the sign off. We'll be back with the Dream Team on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, to do a more broad scope of what's happening in the near Disney area, not just Celebration.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.